Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Veronica, and today I wanted to rebuild a couple of rooms for my Legacy Challenge. And if you did not watch my Legacy Challenge last episode, a couple of my sims, actually three of them, did age up. So Genevieve, who lives in this bedroom, she is in Scouts, she's quite a geek, she's a little bit gloomy. In this bedroom, we had a toddler, Damon. Now he is a child, so he doesn't need all of these toddler stuff. But in this room lived Camila, and Camila was an infant till the last episode because in the end of the episode I had three birthdays in one day, so it was literally like one triple birthday. So for now, for this bedroom, I will need to convert it to a toddler bedroom from this infant bedroom we have now. And originally this bedroom was an infant bedroom as well. So let us go up for that. So for the Genevieve's bedroom, I was thinking that this bedroom needs least modification. I don't think that Genevieve will really need this nightlight she has, but I think I'm still gonna leave it in here, as well as this backpack, some of these stickers, some of these CDs. I think that these can be left here, as well as some, like, hey chart, like we were keeping on with her height while she was growing up, and we are not removing that, we are leaving that in the room. But I think that I will need to switch this desk to something a little bit different, and I wanted Genevieve to pursue her wish to become a famous robotist. And for this purpose, I have this garage, but I don't have a robotic station in here yet because I cannot afford that. And if you did not notice, we have quite not a lot of simoleons because I decided to buy a dining room last episode. So that was quite a mistake for me. But I think that I'm gonna start from Genevieve's room because this is the room that needs least modifications, and I wanted to leave this stuff for us because I think that we're gonna need it later. I don't think that we will need this VIP bucket I had in my inventory, and that is extra 645 simoleons, so that's good. And I'm gonna leave this chair and this clutter, but this clutter and this table I'm gonna sell because I think that we can buy something a little bit more mature, because I'm imagining that she's like 16 already, so we'll need to switch it to something else. And I was thinking about using some pastel pop, but I don't like the fact that this desk from pastel pop is gonna block the window. I think that I can use this one. It looks kind of minimalistic, kind of modern, but not too much, and I like this color, but I think that this red actually matches these strawberries. I know that these strawberries, I know that's red, but it still kind of matches. And I think that now we can afford to have at least a curtain in this room because before we did not even have that. And as for the curtain, I think that we can go for some kind of blind, or we can go for something like slightly transparent, like this Island Living one. I want to go for shorter looking curtains, like this one. This is the Parenthood curtain size down once, because this way it like ends right above the desk. So it's gonna be perfect for this purpose. I'm gonna use it in this light swatch. I think it's gonna be cute. And I wanted to place here some decor, like we can have some bookshelves up here. I like using this one and stacking them kind of against the wall, at least on one side, so that it's kind of like out of the way. These books like all colorful, and maybe these are Genevieve's textbooks, like who knows. And I think I can remove the ceiling light from up here because I don't really need it in here, and I can place here a desk light because that's going to be a little bit more practical, especially since I'm imagining Genevieve is going to do her homework up here. This pink swatch is going to look cute. I think it's going to match this tiny tablet we have in here. And in here, Genevieve has her Scouts reward, and I think that I don't know where I should stick these pens and pencils. Maybe right here, like, as if it's a holder for all of the books. I think that Genevieve will have like the row of her Scouts awards in here because like there are three slots in here exactly for that. Perfect. And on this side, I was thinking either leaving there nothing and just leaving here an open corkboard, or I was thinking that we might get some more tiny decor, like maybe a tiny plant, or I'm gonna come back. Genevieve was collecting some frogs. So if I go to leaf mode, and yes, I was going here like directly from the manage world because it's easier for me to control all the lights. If I go in here from the leaf mod, as I remember, Genevieve was collecting some frogs. So if I go in here like that, I can stick here a frog, and that's gonna be cute. I'm gonna sell the fish because I'm not hanging these fish on the wall, and we have one more Scouts Award, and I'm gonna turn the lights in all of these rooms all together so that's easier for me. Ignore the weather outside, it's terrible out here. And I'm literally gonna pray afterward that this is all is still functional. I'm gonna raise this corkboard. Do you like my frog? Do you like my desk? What do you think about that? Does it look cute for you? For me, it kind of does, but I'm always a bit not sure if I like that. But I think that literally for Genevieve's room, that is pretty much everything I can do. And I like leaving some space empty just in case I want to add some extra clutter afterwards, and I will need to have a quick play test with that. So Genevieve, please go and maybe sit in here, play some games. Oh, you cannot. Yes, it's gonna be one of these annoying desks when I will have to see the Sims first, and then I will have to work with that. And now let us go to the next room. This is Damon's room. And from this room, I'm gonna need a couple of things solved, and I'm gonna need a couple of things I think rethought of. So I won't need this tiny wall decor. I think I'm gonna leave the giraffe. I'm gonna leave this potty because we have another toddler now. I'm gonna leave this high chair just in case. I think I can sell this trash can because I don't need it anymore, and I will not need a changing table, as well as I will not need this toddler bed, and these blocks I will need in this room. So I'm gonna place him in my inventory. And this Blurfy, in my imagination, every kid in this house has their own tiny, huge Blurfy. So that's just what I was thinking about. I'm gonna switch these paintings we had on the wall, and now we'll need to buy you a bed. I was thinking that I have two options in here. I can place a bed like right here by the entrance, and I can have a desk knock in here. Also, I can have like a desk knock right over here. In here, we can have like some kind of storage, and in here, we'll be able to have our bed. And I am actually really willing to go more for a bed over here because I like having beds under the windows. I'm gonna sell this curtain because I don't think that I will need it anymore. And about the bed, I was thinking about something cute. What do you like by it? You're a perfectionist, and that is pretty much everything about you. And there is nothing else about you. All right, as you're a perfectionist, I think that snowy skin bed will go well in here. I can go for it in some plain swatches. What if he's gonna be interesting in skiing? Because his parents were rock climbers before, so what if one of their child is going to be interested in skiing? I was also thinking about this kind of bed, but I prefer, at least in here, I prefer a bed that doesn't have like this downside, like this downward, because if I use that, then it's going to be easier for me to like clutter this area because it's going to be a little bit more free looking or something like that. I don't think that this bed will go for a perfectionist because it's a little bit kind of messy looking. This one, I think that that is good because it kind of matches with the carpet we had before, and I prefer not to change like the room fundamentally, like don't change the carpets, don't change the wallpaper drastically, so that it looks like he was literally aging up in here and he was living in here for a while. And about the dresser, I was thinking about placing the same one Genevieve had in her room, but maybe picking slightly darker swatch because this room is a little bit darker looking. You can have similar backpack in your room. I think that you will need a tiny side table for your bedroom, and I just hope that I will be able to find something that will match. What if you're gonna be a book geek? Do you think that's gonna be good for a child to set him to be a book geek? What if he's gonna like reading a lot? Like, what do you guys think? I think that's gonna be kind of good I kind of like this desk, but I don't think that this decor on this desk is gonna match the child I'm planning to set in this exact room. I don't want to have any of these paintings. This is not good enough for a perfectionist. It is one of those not many times when having tall desk is not a bad thing. This looks too much like a reception area. This is a little bit not perfect texture. That is what I don't like about the university pack. But these wood matches. These wood matches. These wood matches. But colors don't match with the whole room around. I think I will have to sweep the bed. 472. I'm gonna cheat my money because I went to the lift mod while owning this bet already. So I'm gonna give me that 118 simoleon that I lost when I was going to the lift mod, and I think that I will need to get us a bed that's gonna have a matching wood swatch as everything else. I kind of like that this room is all bright and colorful, and we have all of these dark wood around here. I really like these beds from Eco Lifestyle, so I think it's gonna be okay for me to use that. I will need to hang something up here on the wall, I think, and I will need to check if my Sims can walk around here. Because if they cannot, that's gonna be a disaster of a bedroom actually. And I don't know what kind of a chair I should buy for you. Do you mind if we have one matches your rug? Or maybe black one? I think this one is gonna be good. Can you go up here? Yes, you can. Perfect. Go out. And now, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna buy any kind of computer for him yet. Yeah, he did not finish going out, sitting here for a little while. But I think that I can go away with some slight decor around his room. I don't think that he needs really anything too much. I think that we will go for just like a lamp on the side because I think that as this kid, he's a perfectionist. He doesn't need much. And I'm gonna go for a little bit more of a booknet kit. So I was thinking that I might scoot this side table maybe closer, a little bit closer to our bed, so that up here I can stick this like books pile. I'm gonna scoot it back a little bit. I think that rotating something not perfectly is not good for this kid. And I think that somewhere here I can just stick a flower as if he had like a slight mess in his room and he tries to hide that. You know, there are like these kind of a perfectionist kid who really struggle to maybe be like a normal person, and there are like those who you're talking to a 10-year-old and he looks like he's 30, like he communicates like he's 30, but he's not, he's 10. And I'm trying to go for this kind of vibe with this child, and I hope that I manage that okay. I'm gonna stick here some more books in the back area of our desk as he was reading here a lot. And I think that maybe he will read in here a lot because he's gonna spend, I think, a lot of time while being a child. I'm gonna stick this box up here with some of the stuff for writing, like he's gonna do his homework up here. He won't have a computer yet because I don't think that I will be able to afford it normally, even though I think that I can sell this stuff because I will not need that definitely. And I did not remember having any blocks. So I have them, that is good. And I will not need this thing in here. So I think that actually this room is going to be quite quick to do as well. This one is the one that needs some fundamental changes. And I think that for the desk area, I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna come back to that a little bit later, like a tiny little bit. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to give this child a mirror here, as if by the entrance, so that he will have. I was thinking about having like a mirror knock up here, but I do not want to place a mirror on the opposite side of the bed so that you can see yourself from the mirror while you're sleeping, and that kind of creepy, that kind of bugs me a lot. I can place this backpack under the mirror. I'm gonna pick the different swatch for the mirror as well. And I think that up here, I can place here either some art on the wall or I can place here something like this flower. Maybe we can have another tall painting up here or something like that. I think that I will go for like an easy solution and I'm just gonna place here this tiny painting. And as for the curtains, we still do need to figure out the curtains. I was thinking about this movie Hangout one, but I think that that's slightly too much for this perfectionist kid bedroom. Maybe if I pick some kind of this boring beige and make it like that. I think that is not the style of this room, so no. My other option was to use some basement curtains, these ones. It has some plain swatches as well, and it kind of looks good with this curtain rod. I know that it's visible up here, but I'm gonna play mostly like that, so that's not gonna be visible for me. And I can go either for yellow, I can go for the same turquoise color, or this is kind of actually brings in two colors, but I don't wanna. I I think that I can still go for plain white in here because it's still like kids' room, but this child, as I told you, is a little bit wants to be an adult already. I'm not gonna place the second one on the second side because otherwise it's gonna clip into the bed and that's gonna look really bad. I think that I can switch it around a little bit. I think that I can leave this wall space a little bit empty. That's gonna be better for me, a little bit better. And I can stick in here actually some more shoes, as if he had like a bunch of shoes in here, and he stores them right here by the bed. And now that I think about it, actually, I still think I'm going back for that idea I had primarily when I wanted to have here a wall hang mirror. I told you that I didn't want to do that because this way the mirror is going to be right directly on the opposite side of the bed, like you're sleeping and you see yourself, but you won't see yourself. You're going to look like from here you will see the desk. I changed my mind. And back to the decor, I wanted to place here a flower, and I was thinking about this one, but this one has a little bit too big of base. What if we have this tiny cute plant up here? I think that's gonna be okay for us. We can also have this plant down here. I can stick one of the plants directly on top of these books. And I want to stick in there something that's not going to look like too intentional. Something like that. So that we have like three plants in here and it looks like some kind of a tiny installation. I like that. I'm gonna leave that. What else I need to do is buy us a desk lamp because this child deserves one. He needs to keep his vision sharp. That's what I wanted, except for the fact that it kind of clips in the top part of our desk. That's gonna be okay for me. But in this bedroom, we already had a carpet on the floor. I'm not switching that. We are having that. We have some fun art in here around, so I'm just gonna rearrange slightly the light that we have around in this room, and I think that this room is kind of lit well enough. And let us go to the last one, the simplest one, because it's the smallest one. And this room needs like literally minimal changes. Like we'll need a high chair and we need a toddler potty. It's ready. It can function now. I'm leaving this toddler bedroom area kind of empty so that my Sims can bring their toddler to bed and so that it's gonna feel good. I forgot to use this tiny giraffe. You've lived with that your whole life. Do you want to have it somewhere in your bedroom? Maybe instead of this backpack, maybe I can bring backpack on the other side up here so that we can have this tiny giraffe up here. I like this more. That is better. Perfect for a perfectionist kid. Alright, about this bedroom. You might tell me that having a potty right in the middle of a room is disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna place it in the base of a tree. It's fertilizing. I'm sorry. But it's funny, isn't it? At least I find it funny, so I'm gonna leave it in here. And actually, for this bedroom, I was just thinking that I might buy some kind of a poster for a child. I'm gonna read for them a lot anyway, so I can place here some kind of gorilla to read for them or orangutan. I'm not completely sure what kind of ape this is, but that's what we'll have in this bedroom. And what else I wanted to place? I wanted us to have here a tiny little floor lamp. And I thought about something that has a slide overhang, and I'm not sure what I want to have in here. By the way, I've never ever used this lamp. This is my chance. I'm doing that. And I will not care if you might find it not well fitting, this bedroom. I'm doing that because I find it hilarious that we can have this kind of lamp in this room. So we can have it in here. We have some toys on our table. We have some blocks down here. We have a Blurfy, which is accessible now because I left some area around him empty. We have a toddler bed. We have a potty, high chair, so we can sleep in here. Our toddler can eat. Our toddler can poop, and our toddler can play and raise the skills. So that is all settled. And as for this bedroom, our child can do homework without spoiling their eyesight. They can sleep in here, they can read some books in here, and I think that he's gonna be a bookworm. Maybe he will become a book writer later. Like who knows? In here also he Damon has some shoes because I think that I'm gonna give him a bunch of outfits. And in here we have some storage so he can keep his clothes up here and it's all perfectly hung. All of his shoes are perfectly spaced inside and it's like a nice perfectionist kid bedroom, I think. And as for Genevieve's bedroom, she is now a complete geek. Like, look at her desk. And apparently, this turned out to be a desk decorating video mostly because I've spent most of the time in rebuilding these three rooms by decorating the desk. I'm not uploading these rooms anywhere because I'm not sure that you really need something like that in your Sims gameplay. Maybe I gave you a couple of ideas like that you can stick maybe a flower on the bookshelf, like who knows. But I think that this must be it. So thank you all for watching and if you like videos like that, you can subscribe to my channel. And I think that this must be a goodbye. The silliest video I've ever made.